Our first reading today is about the Lord speaking through the prophet Isaiah to the Assyrian king and the Assyrians in general. The Lord has permitted them to attack the southern kingdom of Judah. This has been a people who's been unfaithful, and they need to learn a little bit the consequences of their infidelity. But the Assyrians kind of overstepped their bounds. They decide it's not just enough to wreak a little havoc in a small part. They want to completely wipe them out, and then they want to keep going and take over this whole area. This is a tendency we all have if we're not careful, that whatever power that we have in our own lives, the way we can influence things, especially seem to have some control over the outcome of how things turn out for ourselves, for other people that we care about. We can begin to assume that it's our own power that's doing that, and kind of take it beyond the intention of the power that's given to us by God. The ultimate thing that happens is the Assyrians, about 100 years later, they do get wiped out by the Babylonians. So what Isaiah and most of the prophets say, if you continue down this path, if you just open your eyes, this is where it's going to go. They're not like, they don't have like this ability to give this future prediction as if they have some special insight. They just have their eyes wide open. And for us to have our eyes wide open is just as helpful. We see how in larger contexts we kind of get obsessed with who has power and how they're using that. And my suggestion is that what is more helpful for us is first and foremost to pay a little bit more attention to the power that God has given in our life, and to recognize that He's the one that has the power, and that's what's been given to us. So, in other words, if we focus on Jesus as the source of power, and not who else has power that's earthly and fleeting, if we continue to focus on Jesus, then we will see His power at work not just in ourselves but throughout the world, and then we will come to appreciate and have a better sense of not only the power that He's given in our own life, but how we can do that, especially in the way that Jesus shows us how power is to be used, which is on the cross, is to be given in service and as an act of love. So this very powerful sacrament of the Eucharist is what we continue to receive, and to stay focused on the very presence of Jesus, and then how He continues to empower us to share His love in the world.